Welcome to Living, Learning, and Leading with Purpose with me, Dr. Wajida Small. This channel is for those who want to live fulfilled lives, grow personally and professionally, and develop into influential and impactful leaders in their organizations, industries, and communities. Through my blog, podcast, and books, I share the best stories, lessons learned, and advice to help you live, learn, and lead with purpose. Hello, and welcome back. Yes, welcome back to the Leading with Purpose podcast. I have been, I'll say, on hiatus for too long. Absolutely too long. But I am back, and this episode is an introduction into the third season. So 2 seasons, 2 short seasons. Second season was a whole throw together because my original audio was deleted. I'm lying. My original audio was lost in a data transfer. Why? Because I don't know what the hell I was doing when I was trying to transfer the data. So I lost it. So I had to throw together season 2 just to help me stay consistent and not quit because listen. I wanted to quit so bad, but I didn't. I threw together season 2, but now with season 3, I am going to be so much more intentional with the episodes, the solo episodes that I do, with the episodes that I have with guests, and I have some amazing guests that will be on this season. But what I wanted to talk about today on this episode, this reintroduction to the Leading with Purpose podcast, the welcome to season 3, was Headwork and Heartwork, and the difference between the two, why that matters, and why I was not able to move forward, if you will, why I was not able to move forward with continuing on with season 2 and, having this huge hiatus between season 2 and season 3. In any event, let's get started. All right, so we are going to be talking about Headwork and Heartwork. So what is Headwork? What is Heartwork? Headwork is what I would describe as your job, right? Your 9 to 5, the thing you went to school for, the thing that you currently do your job in, or maybe not, maybe it's just your job. And hard work is exactly that, the work that you absolutely love. I don't want to call it passion. Your hard work is more of your purpose. It's that thing that just draws you, the thing that makes you happy, the thing that whenever you do it, it's not work and you want to do it all the time. Now, some of us are lucky enough to have our head work and heart work meet in harmony and create this amazing experience. Some folks are able to do that as entrepreneurs. They thought it was their passion. They found out it was a calling. They left their 9 to 5 and now they're doing the thing that they absolutely love all of the time. Now, not all of us have the opportunity to do that. So when we are strictly with our head work, right? How do we find our heart work? How do we find fulfillment in the work that we do? Well, what that is called, it's called hacking your job. Yes, kind of like when you hack into a computer, it's called hacking your job. So when you hack your job, you are finding things in your day-to-day that you love to do, whether it is giving workshops, whether it is giving talks, whether it is mentoring, whatever it is, you find something that you absolutely love to do and you hack your job. You give yourself an opportunity, you find time in your day, in your week, once a month, whatever it is, to do that thing that you love in that place that you spend most of your time in, and you tell yourself, perhaps this isn't what my calling is. And usually for those of us that are in our jobs, it's not really our calling. It's not, so for example, I'm in human resources. I absolutely enjoy my job. I went to school. I've made a career out of it. That is my head work, and that is some solid head work. It is never a dull moment at work. But can I really say I was called to be the head of human resources? I don't know. Callings are something there's something a little different than just saying, you absolutely love your job. I think I can say I love my job, and I think that's because there's a lot of enjoyment that I get out of it. I meet a lot of different people. I am constantly challenged mentally. I'm also challenged emotionally, but that is another story. Anyway, I digress. It's challenging, so I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the mental challenge. I enjoy the head work. But when I think about my calling is the Leading with Purpose podcast. The calling is my book, Our Leadership Journey. My calling is my coaching program. My calling is any place where I can create a platform for women of color to thrive and be the best version of themselves. I know that sounds a bit cliche, but honestly, it's true. For us, there's a lot of suppression that happens in our life where we're not able to just glow and be and just live and thrive. It's constantly survival mode. So my calling is to create spaces, create platforms where we can be ourselves, be so authentically, share our stories, inspire others to share their stories, and really just be the great, amazing individuals. I'm not going to say magical because we are human. Okay, let me see. We do possess some magic because the feats that we overcome. Anyway, neither here nor there. Either way, I am called to create platforms and create spaces for women of color to just be their amazing selves. That is my calling. I can't always do that when I'm at work. So I find ways to hack my job, if you will. So I'm the executive sponsor for our Black Professionals ERG. I get to spend time mostly, the group is primarily made up of women. So we meet once a month. Sometimes we have other sessions throughout the month, and we get to talk and we create a safe space for each other to just share our experiences at work, out in life, be able to give each other advice and find a space where we can take a deep sigh, right? Because sometimes you need to be able to take that deep sigh. So with all of that being said, let me tell you a quick story. About, I want to say a month and a half ago, I was introduced to a young woman. She had just graduated college, and I met her through a contact through work, and he said, Wajida, there's this amazing young lady I would love for you to meet. I think you would be a great inspiration, great mentor to her. So I said, sure, because, I love to give. I love to share. Whatever it is I can, that is what I absolutely love to do. So either way, I met this young woman. She stopped by the office. We were talking, the first time we had a conversation, and she was just kind of telling me about her experience and this pressure, right? This pressure that she felt to do her heart work. And I asked her some questions, the coach and me, trying to get a little more, let's dig a little deeper, and why she felt like as soon as she got out of college, she had to just do this amazing thing, what her heart was calling her to do. And she wasn't exactly sure what that was. And that makes a lot of sense because you don't just, know all of a sudden. Some people do. Others, it takes some time for them to say, you know what, this is my calling. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. So we had a conversation about the difference between her head work and her heart work and why she felt this pressure and what she could do as it relates to, finding a job straight out of college. And we talked about her finding something that she enjoyed doing, maybe doing something in connection to what she went to school for, but in those things, finding something that she would enjoy doing. Because sometimes, like I said, we don't always enjoy what we're doing in the office all of the time, or what we went to school for. Yeah, it was challenging at the time, and we knew we could build a career out of what we learned. But once we got in there, it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this forever, right? So we talked about this, and it was such an amazing conversation. And I realized something about me. And I generally do have realizations after I talk to people, after we have deep conversations, because then I start to, my own just general process is to do some self-reflection. Why did I even engage with this individual? Why did I ask the questions that I asked? Did I gain any insight from the conversation? And what I realized after having this conversation with this young woman is that, wait a second, I haven't been doing any of my heart work. I haven't really been able to hack my job. I've literally just been focused on head work, and I just felt so drained and so discouraged and just bleh. I just felt really bleh. I just wasn't happy. And I realized that before all of this, before COVID, before some of the other things that happened in my life, I was able to not only hack my job, but hack my life, right? I was able to find time to do this, to do the podcast, to work on my website, to write articles. I was writing career articles for an organization called idealist.org, and I had such a great time writing those articles. And then I just honestly, my mental health was just kind of like, yeah, we're not doing too well, sis, so we just gonna shut you down until whenever. And it turned out whenever was like months. Too damn long. And I realized part of my mental health, part of feeling safe, part of just being well is doing my heart work, is doing the work that I absolutely love to do. And I stopped. And I got sick. I wasn't feeling well at all. I was not feeling well at all. And I realized that after having my conversation with this young woman, and was just like, hold up. Here's why she wasn't feeling great, because she felt that she wasn't being connected to things that she loved and wasn't able to do the things that she loved, or felt like she wasn't going to find things that she loved in a regular job because she felt she needed to get a job. And it was just kind of like, okay, wait a second. I'm feeling that way too. I am not able to do the things that I love. And so here we are. I've decided, you know what? We need to kick it back into high gear. I submitted 2 articles to Idealist that were posted in July and August, and it felt so good. I still need to write another one. I'm a little behind the deadline. I said, you know what? Get started with season 3, record your first session, and we are recording the first session here. Send out your pitches for guests, which I've been doing over the past, I want to say week, while I've taken some time off of work. I say, girl, take some time off of work. You need a break from this place for so many reasons, but you need some time to rest, relax, recalibrate, develop your plan on what is going to be next, do more of your heart work, and get better, get into a better place, and continue to be conscious of finding those places, those spaces, those people, those things that you enjoy, and sometimes some places that you don't always enjoy. And I'm making more of a conscious effort to do that, more so I think than I have in the past. And I am really, really, really excited about it. I think the one thing that I'm super excited about is really focusing on my coaching program and launching that and really providing more access, not only to myself, but the resources that I have to any woman of color who is on the rise into a position of leadership and influence in her organization or industry, that wants to step up her game, that wants to take her game to the next level, that wants to elevate herself, that wants to discover her heart work, that wants to discover her head work, find ways to maneuver within her head work and find those places where she can do some of the heart work to identify what her strengths are, work in those strengths, because when you can work in your strengths and you can do the things that you absolutely love, girl, all of the amazing things that can be accomplished. I can't tell you. I stopped for a minute, but I was there and I'm going to get back there. And I'm so excited to share this space with you. I'm so excited to bring you season 3, all of the amazingness that will come out of it, all of the super awesome women that I'm going to be talking to, all of the advice they are going to give you. And honestly, just constantly being in a space where I can do my heart work. I can still have my head work, but do my heart work and focus on that and be happy and be fulfilled and thrive. So thank you so much for sharing this space with me today. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope you can now start to think about the difference between your head work and your heart work. To listen to more episodes of the podcast, I'm going to link them here and below. You can visit my website, www.wajitasmall.com. Apple, Spotify, Google, all of the platforms where you can listen to podcasts. I am there, and I'm just really excited for season 3 and continuing to have awesome conversations. So until next time, bye. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. It has been great sharing this space with you. I hope that you have taken what you've needed so you can share what you've learned, and that you are on your way to living, being, and working in and on purpose. I encourage you to stay connected with me. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. And don't forget to visit my website, www.wajitasmall.com, where you can subscribe to my blog, register for one of my signature courses, inquire about individual coaching, or purchase one of my books. Till next time.